it's Dekclist TCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And if you like the content, feel free to leave a like. It helps out the channel tremendously and it only takes one tiny second of your time. Today we're checking out Tord Reklev's best Charizard EX list. Yeah, it's actually dominating the scene right now because over in Orlando regionals, actually Liam Halliburton used the skeleton of Tord to change around like 2 cards. I think they cut like Jirachi for an additional Charmeleon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like not a lot of things have changed, and the deck is just very, very strong and is very good in this meta. So Charizard, Infernal Rain, it actually gets energies instantly from the deck, so no need to worry about, oh, I don't have enough energies to attack with. So as long as there's energies in the deck, you can attack. And Burning Darkness slaps 180 damage plus 30 more for every prize card the opponent has taken. So during the course of the game, you're slapping more and more damage. That's what it is. Not a lot of decks can actually counter Charizard because of the grass weakness, and grass is not that popular in the TCG currently. We set ourselves up with Rotom with the instant charge in the early phases of the game, but sometimes the opponent has a pesky Spiritomb in their deck, and that's why there's also a Cleffa in here. Also comes back with Free Retreat and can attack for 0 energies, drawing cards until you have 7 in the hand. In the late game, there's Charizard. The Radiant Charizard has a 1-prize beat stick with 250 damage output. And this list actually is a little bit of a hybrid. In the past, we had like Charizard Bibarel or Charizard Pidgeot, and actually this Tord 60 is actually playing all of them. A 2/0/2 line of Pidgeot EX with Quick Surge, get any card you want from the deck with its powerful ability, as well as Bibarel to draw yourself back up to 5 cards, because sometimes you get Iono to like 1 card, and getting 1 card from the deck is not enough to get win condition. So Bibarel being able to set that up is very, very powerful. To protect your weak HP Pokemon, we have Manaphy to protect the bench damage, as well as Jirachi with the damage counters being placed. And I think Liam actually just got rid of this Jirachi and added in a 2nd copy of Charmeleon. And yeah, this actually is a pretty interesting take on the deck, because I don't know if Jirachi is going to be that useful, but against Sableye it is king, definitely with 30 HP Pokemon in your deck. What else is in the Tord 60 is going to be the Prime Catcher instead of Maximum Belt. Maximum Belt was yeah, over prioritized in the early phases in the Temporal Forces meta, but Prime Catcher is seemingly better in most situations. And also you do have access to Team Meow's Cheer, which can get any combination of Pokemon supporter cards back into your deck. Why is this better than Palpad, you might add? Not only does it bring back Pokemon, but it brings back also Professor Turo scenario, and they cannot discard this with cards like Eerie or Misfortune Stitches. So that's why the Turos can get recovered with the Team Meow's Cheer, and you automatically win against control-ish archetypes that want to stall out with Mawile or Snorlax block. For the tool cards, we have Choice Belt, as well as Defiance Band, very good against V-Star archetypes, still against, think about, yeah, Giratina V-Star, Lugia V-Star, Arceus V-Star, etc. And there's also the Forest Seal Stone, which can help on Lumineon or Rotom. So a very consistent Charizard 60, and that's exactly what you need to win a lot of tournaments. And yeah, today we're going to be checking out the exact 60 in action on the ranked ladder. So if you guys are hyped for it, let me know. And also go check out our sponsors for today's video, DragonShield.com, for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZABLOS5. So definitely head over to the website right now if you're in dire need to protect your beautiful cards. Yeah, they are very strong for, of course, that. Also, we have yourplaymat.com to create your own unique custom playmat. A link down below where you're able to create your own fantastic playmat. There's PotaStar.com for your TCG Live code card needs. Want to have some more codes to pimp out your TCG Live collection? Start playing with those max rarity cards, etc. Go head over to Potown Store and use the coupon ZABLOSTCG for 5% off. There's also cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, so definitely do so as well, and use the referral name ZABLOSTCG to help out the channel. With that being said, we have entered a game here, and we are in the Master League over here on the rank ladder. So on the Arceus League here, and we're gonna see how good Charizard actually is. Charizard is a deck that doesn't mind going first, and it doesn't mind going second. If you go second, you have instantly access to a supporter like Arven to fetch your buddy Puffins. If you go first, you have the potential to get that turn 2 Zard out, and not a lot of decks can withstand the power of a turn 2 Charizard. So the opponent will go first. We don't mind. We have a couple of Charmanders and Arven and all the good stuff, so we already have what we need, to be honest. So either we can empty the hand, go for a Cleffa, or we can get, yeah, I think I'll go for that Cleffa and save the Arven for later. Could not be, it's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. And looks like we're up against the Bidoof. That could either be a Charizard Mirror, or more likely a Chien-Pao. And a Chien-Pao going first is always something very scary. That means Buddy Puffin will have to get ourselves the Manaphy out. Manaphy is actually mandatory against Chien-Pao, otherwise they can Greninja sprinkle their way to victory, which is always a very scary thing. Hopefully we're going to be able to... I think in this scenario, it actually is not a bad idea to get out the Cleffa. I think I'd go for... Although I also want the Pidgey, so maybe it's not a bad idea going for Arven, and then Arven fetching, like, I would say... Do I get Forest Seal Stone with the Arven, or do I just get a Choice Belt or anything like that I can just throw away? Because we can then up top with the... Oh, they only have Greninja. No Frigibags, that's insane. So we can just outrun the opponent, going for the Buddy Puffin, getting myself, I would say, Cleffa. And the Pidgey, we don't need Manaphy currently. We could start to get the Manaphy later, but this seems to be sufficient for now. We can attach, retreat, go for that Cleffa. Good slap down, collapsed. Save the Arven for later. And just draw ourselves back up with the Gasping Draw. We could also like vacuum some stuff, but we're not going to be doing that. Showcasing the power of Cleffa here. Let's go. Doubling up on the Arven. I wanted to save my Arven just in case I didn't find what I needed, but with this Arven, we can actually fetch Ultra Ball, and then Ultra Ball can get the Charizard set up. But we would also need... we would also need... Yeah, there's a Pokestop. Pokestop, get itself Ultra Ball. We would need Manaphy, right? They got 3 cards. Where are the Frigibags? And that's why Chien-Pao could sometimes be considered as a brick deck, because either you have it all or you have nothing. This time around, they do have Irida. We will see some Frigibags action. That's not an issue. And we will just need to make sure we have the Manaphy, or just try to evolve our entire situation. If we can go for Arven. Arven can fetch Forest Seal Stone and Ultra Ball. We could also spin the wheel first, because we already have energies in hand. There's a high chance we can get Buddy Puffin, Nazball, Ultra Ball, Candy from it. There's also a chance we could discard Manaphy, which is very scary. And in this situation, because we are running the Prime Catcher, we can actually use it to instantly go after stuff like Frigibags. Just try to knock out all the Frigibags, and we should be good to go. But the problem is they do have Super Rod right there. Let's go. We don't have the maximum belt, otherwise we could have already like taken care of the Chien-Pao right there, but it's alright. They currently, when they see Cleffa, they might think, oh, they are not playing maximum belt. And that's exactly what people go for here. They actually use Chivalry Chill instantly and then get the stuff. And in this situation, maximum belt would have been so much better. But yeah, it's gonna have to be Prime Catcher. We do have the means necessary to KO something like the Bidoof or something. Okay, there's Candy Pidgeot already. Candy Pidgeot, let's go. And with the Candy Pidgeot, we can actually... There are capabilities here. We can use Arven to get Ultra Ball and Force Seal, but I think I'd rather go for like spinning the wheel a little bit. I know it's like a little bit cheeky. It is a little bit cheeky. We get like nothing from it. Whatever, Arven time. I think it's gonna have to go for Rare Candy, Forest Seal Stone. Yeah, Rare Candy, Forest Seal Stone. That's so bad that we didn't find what we needed. Then Quick Search. Getting ourselves Zard. Candy, Zard. Now this is not good. It is not good. 1, 2. I don't want to like overly attach the energies here. Our Zard will go down, might I add. We can 180. This is seemingly bad. We could also still use Pidgeot to attack, I guess. It's an interesting thought process. For sure. And we also don't have Manaphy, so they could still go after these two, which is very bad. Defiance Band can then get itself into play. But they still have more Pokestop. They could discard some more resources. I think... Yeah... This is not good. It's just a 180. Just a 180 on the Chien-Pao seems pretty bad. We didn't have maximum belt. Don't have a lot of things to work with. We can still Prime Catcher knock out Bibarel. If we had like maybe an energy with Prime Catcher knock out Bibarel. And then go for the Iono or the Roxanne play. Yeah, this is not good. They have 13 cards in their hand. That's a lot. They would still need like Candy. Maybe running them out of energies. There's Candy, Excalibur, alright. They would need 6 energies to knock out Charizard EX. Maybe we can run them out of energies somehow, some way. Maybe we can Prime Catcher Excalibur there. Ultra Ball is actually pretty good for them. Now they can establish Bibarel, so maybe I should have gotten rid of that Pokestop. 4 energies currently under discard pile. Do they have the retrieval? They have the retrieval. Our Zard will go down quite easily, might I add. We could promote a 1 prize Pokemon. Knock out the Chien-Pao with the 1 prizer. The better plan of action would be like... Oh, they get rid of a Super Rod. That's actually pretty damn nice. The Bibarel is being established. We could try and knock out the Bibarel right there. The problem is they have used Chivalry Chill and all that stuff. They probably have more where that came from. So they will need to get 6 total energies on there. We could try and establish another Charizard EX to KO this Chien-Pao, so they need way more resources once again. Code Breaker Maniac. So in this situation, Roxanne and stuff is way better, since they put 2 cards on top of the deck, making themselves Iono proofs. They could like put Irida and Superior Energy Retrieval on top. They're not going after these weak HP Pokemon, which actually is pretty damn nice. Now we can try and evolve these, and then the Radiant Zard. Actually, the Radiant Greninja will not be that troublesome. 6 energies down the drain, so they needed to waste 6 energies. But they're in a great position, let's be honest. Okay, now we need to go after the Excalibur, 100%. Need to go after the backs. There's the Zard, so we can go for Arven, Candy. Yeah, let's get Candy, Zard, Candy Zard. It's another Zard, I know. Like a Lost City in here would also be super nice. Currently we do not have that. One here. One there. Okay. We can knock out this Chien-Pao, but that will be pretty damn bad. Maybe we can spin the wheel a little bit. Have some faith. This is not bad. The boss's artist is gone though, but it's fine. We have Team Yell shenanigans. We can go for, let's see here, Pokemon and discard pile to Charmander. At this point we need Prime Catcher or Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher is actually not bad either. Counter Catcher. Prime Catcher still in there for later scenarios. Currently we have access to Manaphy and no more Charmanders. Okay. So we're gonna have to use Super Rod, get back Charmander, Energy. There we go. Get that Buddy Puffin going around with Charmander and Manaphy. Then going for a Counter Catcher on Excalibur. They did throw away a Super Rod, which is great news. Go for this. We could vacuum away the Pokestop. That's actually not too bad, I suppose. Vacuuming away Pokestop. Get out of here. And yeah, here we go. We're gonna go after the backs. And if they can get out another backs, we're gonna go after the backs once again. And hopefully their Super Rod or stuff is priced. But they still always need to get so many resources. At this point, they would need another Candy backs. And they would need 6 energies again. They actually promote Frigibax, making me think they're gonna go for a Prime Catcher situation where they might actually clone Shenanigans. That could be an option, so they need less energies. There's the Irida. Do they have Candy and do they have Bax? Maybe the Bax is priced, that would be fantastic. They did throw away Super Rod, that was kind of like a risky move, I suppose. Still, we're in a very bad position because they were able to take the first 2 prize cards. We're gonna make the life a little bit difficult for them to just keep on targeting down their backs. Okay, they have Candy, they have another Frigibax. I wonder why they promoted this one, because they have probably the Prime Catcher in hand. Okay, they have Super Rod as well. Shuffling back the backs. And then Ultra Ball probably to get it back, right? Second Super Rod has been used. Still 7 energies in that discard pile. And you see the power of the, Pidgeot, getting any card you want. At this point, we can still find Radiant Zard. Radiant Zard can then deal with this. Also, the Heat Tackle with the Defiance Bank could be enough to knock out a Chien-Pao. So we're gonna be also advancing the price rate. Nazball. They could still like Prime Catcher and go for the MP very much. Okay, there's an Iron Bundle. Hyper Blower. Yeah. They could take this one prizer. That's okay. That's okay. What are they gonna do now? Swing with the Excalibur or something? They just pass? Their hand is clunked up? What is this? That's actually pretty damn interesting. I will, at this point, we will not still not be ahead in the price trade though. But we could, since their Super Rod is gone, attack this Frigibax once again. Nazball. I will get, we could get a Radiant Zard out. But I think I'll just get this. Go for Quick Search. Finding myself Charmeleon. It's actually not too bad, right? And then we have what it takes to just evolve and go crazy. Let's go. Because what there's like currently 1 Frigibax there. So if we just, after this turn, go after the other Frigibax, we should be all right. Attachment there. And off we go. Burning Darkness. So we're currently equal in price rate. I don't know how many Frigibax they have, but with 2 Super Rod down the drain, maybe they're playing 3 Super Rods and maybe they let us have this KO. That could be the case. Could have also gone after Chien-Pao for 2 prize cards, but at this point we can knock out Chien-Pao again and do. I don't know if they're gonna be slapping out another 2 prizer. I think we could also do is Prime Catcher Bibarel and Roxanne at the same time. That would be like brutal. But they need to have another Frigibax ASAP. Otherwise, we just knock out the Frigibax and we are good to go. They could still have Cologne in their deck, I guess. And this one turn where they actually bricked up, that actually helped us out. I don't even know what they all have in hand. Currently used 2 Irida. No more energy, so that's 8 energies in total. They would need 2 retrievals currently. Second Chien-Pao is also not too bad, I suppose. We can like combustion KO this guy. And then use Radiant Zard for the other one. They have the Prime Catcher, even if we're gonna be ahead in the price trade. Yeah, their hand is clunked up. 8 energies in the discard pile. There's a Prime Catcher. Who are they gonna take? It's gonna be Pidgeot. Pretty good, but we have Bibarel for next turn, which is actually super nice. Okay, there is a 3rd copy of Super Rod going. They're actually getting energies back. No more Frigibax. That's crazy. They should have gotten like 1 Frigibax back and 2 water energy. But maybe they think I'm not gonna get the KO here. Maybe that's the thing they're thinking about. What in the world? Yeah, they're doing something clearly wrong here because with the 3rd copy of Super Rods, there definitely should have been a Frigibax here, because maybe they're playing 4 copies of Frigibax, and I am not aware of this situation. And maybe they think we are not going to be able to get the backs here, because I've already wasted down 2 copies of Boss's Origin, but I still have Prime Catcher. And I still have 4 Steel Stones, so if I find Rotom or Lumineon, we could still hunt down this Baxcalibur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. But only 1 Bax, and the lone Bax is eventually what's going to be able to lose them the game. And even then, how many retrievals did they already use? 2 of them. Okay, they would need 2 more retrievals. If there's a retrieval prize, they also lose. So lots of things to think about. We can also still attack with Radiant Zard and hope they whiff down. Yeah, we can also still take the Radiant Zard. That's actually pretty interesting. Let's get this. The Defiance Band, like 50 is enough here. Defiance Band also is irrelevant at this point. Putting it over here. Buddy, puffing for nothing. We can still get Jirachi, but that's okay. Lumineon is a way out, or Rotom is a way out. Arven is a way out. Prime Catcher is a way. So many way outs. Let's see how it goes. Industrious Incisors. There's the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball does mean we can get Radiant Zard. That actually is not a bad idea, by the way. We can get the Radiant Zard, but more importantly, folks, it is time to showcase. We could just get Rotom, or actually get Lumineon, Arven, and then save the 4 Steel Stone for later. That's not bad. Here we go, Lumineon, use Luminous Sign. Let's get ourselves Arven. And now, here is where Prime Catcher comes into fruition. So we get Prime Catcher, and yeah, that's about it. That's all we can get. Prime Catchering up this guy. Go with the Zard. And here we go. Burning Darkness. We don't actually need to over-attach. We do have Turo, so it doesn't. I don't mind. I don't think they're playing Vacuum either, so let's go. A 0 card hand, and let's go. We have all the options in the world. So what I personally would do is try to include the Team Yell's Cheer here. I think there's nothing at this point that they can KO. All of the little fellas are gone. All the Baxes, they still have Bax, but they don't have any more Frigies. Silene, that's crazy. There's a double heads. They can get back Frigibaxes. That's kind of insane. Okay, now we're gonna have to retreat the Charizard, attack with Charmeleon. Man, that's Silene. Oh, I didn't expect that. That's like, what? Can they get draw power here? We cannot attack the Frigibax that they actually... Yeah, they have the Super Rod. That's kind of clever. Super Rod can get them back Frigi energy, I guess. But maybe wouldn't it have been better to just get back... They actually want to have 2 Frigis, right? Frigi, and... Okay, there's a Baxcalibur prize. That so far is clear. Bax is prized. They can Ultra Ball. That's kind of funky. Okay. We will be ahead in the prize rate. I don't know if they're playing Counter Catcher, but I think not, because they're playing Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is not coming out of the discard pile anytime soon. They actually throw away Rare Candy. So they only have 1 candy, 1 Frigibax. Industrious Incisors. And I did throw away Counter Catcher, 2 Boss, and the Prime Catcher. So now Team Yell's Cheer is a little bit less good. But we do have 1 energy right there. Okay, we don't have Pidgeots, but we'll see how it goes. 2 Frigis trying to win them the game. Radiants are very, very good. We currently need to retreat. Yeah. We need to retreat, and we need to Super Rod the energies back and then draw into energies to win the game. That's pretty much what it is. Star Alchemy? Here we go. We can Team Yell's Cheer. There's still one energy in the deck. We can Team Yell's Cheer. Get back supporters. We need boss, right? The only thing I am interested is in boss. So, but we need an energy. They're not gonna be attacking with it, right? We need boss. That's what it is. Team Yell's Cheer. Let's get it. And now we use Team Yell's Cheer to get back boss. Boss. Arvin can also get Super Raw, so that's also not bad either. Yeah. Shuffling these in. And then going for Industrious Incisors. There's the boss. There's the Ultra Ball. Lots of stuff we can do here, but Charmeleon, it's time for the combustion for 80 damage. They could still use the Iron Hands, but that's actually in the discard already. So let's see. We have Iono. We have Roxanne. Roxanne is actually a very great card as well in this scenario, since we do have Radiant Zard, but no longer we're going to be able to do a lot of stuff here. They would need Gusts, and they have Silene, which is actually something I didn't expect. So currently, we have no energies on our Radiant Zard. They clearly don't know that we're also playing Radiant Zard. So our Charmeleon will go down, but then we go Radiant Zard. We're going to be going for Boss's Orders, and then not even that. At this point, I think they need to attack with Baxcalibur. But we only need one more prize card, so it doesn't matter. Radiant Zard is going to knock out anything in existence. There's Candy, there's Baxcalibur. This is a very funky game. Very long, funky game. I didn't expect the Silene, so I was kind of caught off guard. If they now like play counter catch, I'll be like losing it. Because how do you fit all that into one deck? I have no idea. 3 Super Rods, Silene and all that, and having counter catch and Iron Bundle, that's too much. I don't believe it. They could still like get a surprise Kyogre out of nowhere to KO or Lumineon. 2 energies on the Chien-Pao. And a Hellblade. Okay, cool. We did already use our 4 Seal Stone, unfortunately. So that's going to be kind of tricky. Currently under discard pile, 5 energies. I don't even know if they have enough power or juice in the tank left. Oh, we have lots of Ultra Balls. That's kind of crazy. Radiant Zard. We're going to be going for Ultra Ball. We have the Roxanne as well, which is actually pretty damn nice. Roxanne could get ourselves more cards. Ultra Ball. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. We don't no longer need Boss. Yeah, there we go. Could discard some more resources. We don't need anything else. Ultra Ball, get rid of this, get rid of that. We need to find the last energy of the bunch. This one. Or more importantly, we could also find Super Rod from this Bibarel. There's the energy, and that's game. So a very, very, very strange game. Where, yeah, we were behind at one point, but we're able to showcase every single card in this list, from Bibarel to Lumineon to Charizard to Charmeleon attacking, to Cleffa drawing cards. Crazy. Yeah, they could have won, but at one point they clunked up with Bibarel, and they clearly were not afraid to lose all their Frigibaxes right there. They clearly made some mistakes. They definitely could have run away with the game if they played a little bit more to the fact that there was a lone Baxcalibur at one point, but literally they know we're playing Prime Catcher. They probably should know that we're playing Prime Catcher, because when you see a Cleffa, you think it's Tord 60, right? That's what a lot of people are thinking. But the maximum belt could definitely put us over the edge a little bit sooner. In this scenario, it's just pure consistency. We got like Zards out, Pidgeot's out, Bibarel's out. We got everything from the deck showcased in this battle. So we're going to be playing some more battles with Tord Zard, as we like to call it. And as mentioned, Liam Halliburton from the US won the Orlando Regionals with 2,369 players. And it actually is only changing the Jirachi for an additional Charmeleon. Probably a little bit afraid of the TM Devo, I guess, for good reason. But the deck is very solid. It's the best Zard list. If you're like new to the game, you want to just try and win as many games as possible, this is the best deck in the format. But you do see that Chien-Pao does have a reasonable chance of beating Zard. Let's go. Again, we lose the coin flip. Opponent's probably going to be going first, but hopefully we have an Arven in hand. And Arven stitches everything together in this deck. Because it fetches for a Sealstone, it fetches Buddy Puffin, so many great things for sure. Okay, opponent goes first, so a lot of decks still want to be going first in this format. Like last format, a lot of decks wanted to go second. In this scenario, situation is pretty bad. We just have a lone Charmander. And that's where the fun ends. So, without a Cleffa, or a Rotom, or a Buddy Puffin, we are in so much trouble. Could have also promoted Zard. We can still do that, by the way, if our hand is bad. We can Turo up the Charmander and promote Radiant Zard, I guess. It's not good, but yo, just a pass. And I thought I had it worse. Charmander on the wall. Who's the greatest of them all? We could start already attacking with this Charmander, but I guess I'll wait. You never know when we're gonna be able to like get something to retreat into. Like maybe we can find Pidgey and then we can Turo the Charmander and attach to the Pidgey and go from there. And the opponent is playing Charizard. No, it's probably gonna be Gardevoir, right? Yeah. Attachment onto the Manaphy. They're going to be getting out 2 Ralts and they're going to be instantly evolving them. The problem I see with our situation, they also have the Screamtail. We don't have a Zard. We would need to top deck Arven or Ultra Ball or Zard or Iono, any of those cards. They have an okay-ish setup. If we top deck Zard, we can instantly boss as well, which is very scary for them. Come on, top deck of the century. It's a Buddy Puffin. I'll take it, I suppose. We can Buddy Puffin and get ourselves Cleffa and Manaphy. Do we get Cleffa and Manaphy? Yeah, Screamtail is kind of annoying. But Screamtail is not going to be doing too much currently. We can get the Pidgey, but then the Screamtail is going to be eating up the Pidgey. So it's probably better like this, right? Can we get some stuff going here? We can... The Vacuum's also pretty strong. I wonder. Yeah, let's just take these two. Slap down the Turo for this one. Slap down the Cleffa. Slap down this. Slap down Radiant Zard. Touch of the turn onto Radiant Zard, maybe? Is that good enough? They could still trap this. I'm aware of that. Yeah, but we have no choice but to go for some draw power. Still not what we need. What is this hand? Come on, man. We have a Buddy Puffin, nothing else. How can we win this game when the opponent can just easily draw cards and establish themselves? They can also... I think now is a good time to Iono. I hope they Iono because this hand is almost unplayable. Yeah, perfect. Whew. Yeah, that hand was bad. Luckily, they were afraid of Cleffa staring them down in the face. And now we have Candy, Zard, Prime Catcher. Let's go. And the vacuum is going to be really useful in this situation. Because at one point, they're going to try and like get big KOs. And then also if they get the Gardevoir out, we can KO that for weakness. So a lot of great things for sure. 2 energies with the Vrasel. They're gonna get a lot of energies into play, which is kind of annoying. Also, I wonder why they manually attached onto a Screamtail. They could still slap for the KO, by the way. Yeah, okay, now I understand. But they will be ahead in the price trade, meaning they can no longer require counter catcher. But they will take the first KO with a slap in the face without establishing Gardevoir EX. Ow. My little Cleffa has been demolished. But that's alright. That is totally alright. Here we go with... We can Prime Catcher, right? So we're gonna Candy, Zard. Get some energies from the deck. We're gonna be equal in price trade. I don't think they're gonna be attacking us anytime soon. So 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. There we go. on top of prime catchering up this guy. Here we go. And then we still have Lumineon and stuff, so I think I'll go for Arven. Get Buddy Puffin. And Forest Sealstone. And with the Buddy Puffin, I will grab not 2 Pokemon, but just 1. And it's gonna be Pidgey. Yeah. Pidgey is all we need, because then we can go Lumineon and activate all that, and then Turo stuff away. We have the Forest Sealstone. It's gonna be fantastic. Here we go. Burning Darkness, get out of here, Kirlia. It's still gonna be a difficult matchup, but I want to establish a Pidgeot ASAP. This little Charmander, I don't think they're gonna be able to target that down, seeing as they could still boss it, but Manaphy protects the entire bench here. Refinement. I wonder what we should go for. We could Lumineon boss up Gardevoir EX. Isn't not a bad idea. How many energies would they need to knock out a Charizard EX? But then we're gonna have to go for Lumineon, Arven, Vacuum, Forest Sealstone, Candy Zard stuff. I wonder if they will have what it takes. They have Arven. They have 4 energies in their discard pile. The Hero Escape and an Ultra Ball. That's actually pretty huge news. I think they're going to be able to get a lot of energies in their discard pile. If they're able to deal with this Charizard EX, definitely with the Hero Escape onto a Drifloon, I think we're in trouble. They could technically get to 300. They will need more energies in the discard pile first. Ultra Ball, will there be energies? There are energies. So they are at 6 energies in the discard pile in total, meaning this little guy can get 120 damage times 3 is actually 360. How are we going to be able to stop that? How are we going to be able to stop that? What we should do here, we could take 2 prize cards here and 1 prize card there. We will need to vacuum this card. So we take a prize card and then it's gonna be still super tricky because, yeah, a Gardevoir player drawing that well, that's kind of ridiculous. Look at that. That is kind of ridiculous. A Drifloon that can slap 360 damage. You only need 6 energies, but like most of these lists are like playing 9 energies, I would say. Dang. And now this Drifloon is quite the threat, isn't it? You could still slap it with a Heat Tackle, I guess, but it's not what you want to be here. It's not where you want to be. Lumineon, kind of a liability, I know, but it's the only way. Lumineon, yes, gets the Arven. You can also go. Maybe it is better going for an Iono play. We can still go for a Roxanne play, but then we can draw into all of these cards once more. But then again, Roxanne and the opponent to 2 cards is kind of ridiculously nice. I think I'll take it. Taking the Roxanne. Putting the Forest Sealstone over here. I don't want to slap down Bidoof here. I want to slap down Lord Charmander, but at this point we have no shot. If this guy gets knocked out, we go on the offensive with a Radiant Zard. I guess. You can also still collapse and vacuum and all that, but that's not going to work, right? Setting up another Charmander here is definitely going to be key. I think it's going to have to be the Roxanne here. Roxanning the opponent to 2 cards. Well, I get 6. There's Candy Zard. That's crazy. Candy Zard already. Okay. First of all, Star Alchemy. And Star Alchemy could get Pidgeot. And then we have Candy Pidgeot, and the Pidgeot can get another Candy Zard. That would be super nice, but more importantly, we're gonna have to go for a vacuum play here. It's the only way. It is the only way. So we vacuum first, get rid of a Nuzball, get rid of this, knock it out. Poof. They don't have draw power either. They only have 2 cards. That's kind of the insanity here with the Roxanne play. Another Zard. It's kind of okay, I guess. Who are they gonna give? It's probably... Oh, Screentail. There's Super Rod capabilities with 2 energies. Charmander over here. Good Candy Zard. There's 2 energies in the discard. Yeah, just Candy Zard. We do have Turo, which is great. 2 energies. They have taken a lot of prize cards, so this Radiant Zard can also start swinging. I think I'll just go for this. We have Turo in hand, doesn't matter. Here, let's go. Another prize card. And we're equal in prize trade. What do you know? No draw power, no Curlion, no nothing. Nothing. We could have established Pidgeot, but I was afraid of the Drifloon right there. And right now, if we're able to establish another Zard, they're in a situation where things could go haywire really quickly. If we find boss, it's game. They have boss themselves, but we have access to Turo. Nestball. What are they gonna do? Knock out Radiant Zard with a Drifloon? Gonna try and trap us. Okay, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work, mate. Taking this. Go with this. And Super Rod could get back some resources, but we don't need them currently. Attack. Out of nowhere, we've struggled ourselves back into this game. Funny enough. A Candy! Okay, that's another Zard. They're not able to respond currently. They're done for. So, yeah, we're coming back into the game. Coming back into the game. What do you know? What do you know? Crazy times. Roxanne, the MVP card. Something I haven't showed quite yet in a long time. But yeah, they just concede. Nothing they can do against the Zard there. Would have been able to establish a second Zard, and by then they're not able to withstand the power of the terrifying lizard. Okay, we keep on winning with Zard. That's pretty much what it is. I could have lost against that Chien-Pao in the beginning, but I didn't. And also against Gardy. If you want to know, we're also going to be checking out the results of the Orlando Regionals tomorrow. We're going to be checking out all the statistics, how many percentage was played during day 1, how many converted into day 2, what was the top 8 consistent, yeah, what did it consist of, all those types of questions you're going to get answered tomorrow. But for now, we're playing with this EUIC 60. That is 2 cards difference of Liam Halliburton's list. Tails never fails. Let's go. Can we actually are able to go first now. Do you want to go first or second with this list? I think I'll try to go first because I went second, I won twice. But let's just see what happens when you go first. If you go first and are not able to find... Yo, what is this? Starting with Lumineon, the worst starting Pokemon you could have. But I do have 2 Body Puffins, so I can definitely work with this. Charmander Pidgey Cleffa, or Charmander Pidgey Manaphy, depending on the matchup. Could also get a Bidoof thrown up in the mix here. Ooh, we're up against a Rotom. I don't even know what we're up against. Could be Control. It could be Control. I get out Charmander. Doubling up on the Charmander, get the Pidgey thrown up in there as well. I don't know if I should set up the... Could already attach here. Buddy Puffin. Get Cleffa thrown up in the mix. I don't even know if I'm up against Zard or not. I don't know. These are all like, they could trap a lot of Pokemon here. Get the Bidoof thrown up in there. I'm actually gonna check real quick. We do have double Turo, but Team Yell's Cheer is prized, but we also have Prime Catcher as a way to switch out, I suppose. So let's just get the squad. I don't know what I'm up against, but I don't mind. We're just gonna be retreating. Imagine them EUICing us turn 1. That would be kind of insane. Yeah, We have the Cleffa on the active, we have free retreat. We could still use it if... Yeah, maybe the Cleffa was a bad idea, but I don't know what I'm up against. It's Arven. Is it Snorlax? We do have free retreat. The only thing we need is like... Okay, Buddy Puffin. That means it's a Charizard Mirror. That's fine. That's totally fine. The problem I see here is that we have this Lumineon set up. Maybe the Cleffa could have become a Pidgey. But hey, I'm gonna try and do something else here because every single time I get out the Pidgeot, they actually take that as a KO, and that's actually pretty bad. I also see Lumineon as kind of a liability here. What are they gonna do? Only one Charmander? Only one Charmander, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Arven, let's get ourselves for a Seal Stone as well as an Ultra Ball. Let's go. How many energies do we have currently access to? 4 of them. That's not that much. For a Seal Stone here. Let's go. We're gonna go... I don't want to get rid of all these energies, by the way. But I have no other choice. I have no other choice. I'm gonna have to go Ultra Ball here. Get rid of these powerful resources. I know, it seems scary. But I need to go... Yeah, I need to go after that lone Charmander. Yes. Energy. Only 2. I'm not gonna go overboard. And now we can go for this Star Alchemy. I did throw away a lot of resources, by the way. Could get the Bibarel, but let's just try and focus on taking prize cards, shall we? Prime Catcher here. Super Rod still in the list. That's all I need to care about. Prime Catchering up Charmander. Only one Charmander, that's kind of crazy. Boom, KO. Okay, they could set up a Pidgeot, but that's about it. We can then Iono, try to establish a board position, try to establish another Charizard. There's a Charmeleon, really helping out the process with that. Setting up Charmeleon, using an Iono. This actually was useless. It was useless. I was actually in the mind that I needed the Cleffa for some reason, but I went first this time around, so I cannot use Grasping Draw, unfortunately. But it's always a nice free retreat pivot. It's not too bad, I suppose. We don't have the Pidgeot, so we need to set up Bibarel for a Seal Stone. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna get the Pidgeot out? Candy Pidgeot. At one point, we can actually knock out Pidgeot if they have taken 4 prize cards. It's gonna be kind of tricky, but it's a 2-prizer which we can easily knock out. There's the Arven. Choice Belt and Ultra Ball. They're gonna use that to ditch the Choice Belt, use Ultra Ball, get the Pidgeot established. Most likely, they get rid of Charmeleon. There's Pidgeot EX. We did take the first prize card here, and they are not. They could throw up Pidgeot here and let that take a hit, so they don't sacrifice prizes. But at one point that could also become a liability, so I don't know. Buddy Puffin, what are they gonna get? A bunch of Charmanders, okay. Why did they get that earlier? Also a liability, that Rotom. Insta charge. Let's go. Charmeleon, they still have 8 cards in hand. That's kind of nuts. Here comes Iono. Let's hope we were able to establish like the Bibarel here. That would be great. Bibarel is here. With the cost of a boss's orders. I guess it's not too bad. Also not going to be overly attaching these energies. We still have Super Rod though. Maybe one couldn't hurt. One couldn't hurt. Let's get the Bibarel in here. We have the boss for later. If we have the Choice Belt, things could go... It could go places, I suppose. Industrious Insights. Let's save that energy for now. More Buddy Puffin shenanigans. I could set up a Pidgey. Candy Pidgeot is also not too bad. We have the Turo for this one next turn. Depends on which Pokemon they want to target down. We probably will get Iono, but we don't care. So if we have Zard, we can evolve into Charizard. It's fine. Okay, we have taken 2 prize cards. Hey ho. There's a Roxanne, which we probably won't be able to use. We have 6 cards in hand. We have the Boss. Boss Choice Belt on the Rotom would be superb, but then this Zard player can actually one-shot us, which is scary. Maybe we should slap down Collapse Stadium earlier than the opponent, so they can no longer slap down Collapse unless they play Vacuum. Things to think about. Like, this Cleffa should definitely be a Charmander, but whatever. Whatever, we'll get rid of that. It's fine. There's the Candy Zard. They're gonna hit the Zard, then we hit the Zard. Go in circles. I don't know if they're playing TM Devo. Kind of interesting. Energy is coming everywhere. We could technically boss up a Charmander and then do it again. And then at one point one-shot a Zard with Defiance Band if we're behind in prize cards. Could that be a thing? Burning Darkness. Let's go. Yeah, at this point we can easily go... Oh, Radiant Zard if he's behind with the Defiance Band is also pretty damn nice. We could boss first and then Turo later. Or attack this Charizard. This Charizard will most likely use Turo. And then we're in a bad situation. I guess it's not bad using Turo on our Lumineon. And then attaching an energy here. We most likely will not be able... Radiant Zard can also KO Rotom, by the way, but it's fine. Currently, we're only slapping 180, and we are forcing them. Roxanne is not... It could be useful, Roxanne. Let's see. Let's see what they're able to do here. We're gonna Burning Darkness deactive. They can Turo and then cross... Actually, Prime Catcher, Charmeleon, knock that out. Then we're forced to find Super Rod. Super Rod, it's kind of tricky, but a Charizard that is damaged, leaving that be sounds pretty tricky to me. At one point, if we're able to KO a Zard, that would be nice. Probably going to be Turoing that. How many energies are in the discard pile? 1. How many Super Rods? 0. So the mirror match is a kind of a tricky situation where the one that is ahead in the prize race is not always the one that's winning. That's the tricky part about all of this. Radiant Zard also super useful. I did already throw away a Super Rod. We have the second one, but we have the Lumineon there. We have Bibarel, which is great. Bibarel can definitely help out. There's the Manaphy. They're gonna collapse away Rotom. That's their main strategy currently. There's an Iono, so no Turo. No Turo, that's great. I like that. Pidgeot, a bunch of Pidgeots and nothing. Okay. Yeah, Burning Darkness. We will need to find a Zard. Now, currently we do have the free retreat Cleffa. A Candy here or an Arven would also not be bad. Setting up another 2-prizer though, that could spell out bad news. And if we slap down Collapsed, the opponent is going to collapse away their Rotom. So, eek. Charmander. We could give him a 2-prizer, I suppose. We could give them a 2-prizer because currently... Now, these are all 1-prizers, right? These are all 1-prizers. We could slap down Rotom. Yeah. We could. And then use Collapse and then KO this one. If they KO us back, we can boss up the Pidgeot, I guess. Yeah. All the Rotoms leave the fields currently. Yeah, there they go. Go flying away. Industrious Incisors. There is the Zard. That's great. We can still control this matchup, it's fine. We will slap down Zard. Okay, we will need to find Super Rod as well, which is going to be kind of a tree. Oh, we don't have energies. Holy moly, we need to find Super Rod now. Dang. Okay, it's alright. It is alright. Yeah, this also prevents them from doing stuff. I'm actually gonna be... They could still Iono us, which is bad. Could vacuum away. Get rid of a Pidgeot. We only need one. Get Buddy Puffin. Get another Pidgey. All the Pidgeys assemble right now. And we need to find Super Rod. So it's gonna have to be the Grasping Draw, which I actually established early on. We don't mind if this Zard sees the discard pile, to be honest. They can attack us. They can actually Turo this Zard away if they want to. But then for that to happen, they would need to find another candy. It's another Zard. Forcing us to find the boss swords. We're equal in price rate. I only have one prize Pokemon on my field. Except for the Zard that is not able to get KO'd. Which is a great thing. Because if I now fall behind in prize cards, I can actually use the Defiance Band and a boss's orders to knock out Pidgeot EX. And then we should be able to run away with the game, I suppose. So very tricky random situations. Cleffa bringing us a better hand. They cannot like Iono on top of a Turo, so that's a great thing. And I currently also don't have Pidgeot established. I do have Bibarel established, but not Pidgeot. Choice Belts not working out in this matchup because Rotom has left the building with that collapsed stadium. Interesting scenario. We still have that Roxanne somewhere lurking around in the deck. The Arven could fetch ourselves the Defiance Bands on top of... Do we already use Prime Catcher? I already used Prime Catcher. That's bad. They boss up Pidgey. Holy moly. They're bossing up a Pidgey. Okay. That does do a little bit of stuff. Because they still need to take 3 KOs, right? Right. We have the Super Rod, which is super useful. We get 3 energies, which is more than enough to establish all of these Pokemon. So we can Super Rod. Energy, energy, energy. Let's go. We can then go for Arven. Actually, now Candy. Pidgeot. Here we go. On top of this, we can then go for Arven. Think about it. They are... Arven. We can get Rare Candy and Defiance Belt. As long as they KO at least something, we can KO Pidgeot. That's pretty much the deal. So these are great cards. Candy Zard. Using the Infernal Rain. 1, 2, 3. And now our energies are all perfectly divided onto our field. And they will go down in prizes. At this point, we retreat into Charizard. Give a Choice Belt to the Cleffa for the random stuff of it. Then we can draw a little bit with Bibarel. I think we're going to get Iono regardless. There is a Roxanne. We could slap down more 1 prizers that we don't draw into with Iono, but I think it's gonna it's gonna be an Iono. Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but we have Bibarel, so it actually doesn't mind. I don't mind. So we still have Quick Search as well. Okay. Since they could go after this guy, then we have Defiance Belt, then we win. Meaning that if they don't go after this guy, they could still Iono. We could still counter catcher Pidgeot. Counter catcher Pidgeot with the Defiance Band. Is an option. Then they don't have the Pidgeot. Counter catcher the Pidgeot with the Defiance Band. Then the Zard attacks us. And then we... Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea per se. Yeah. How about Defiance Band? How about Counter Catcher? And now, Sayonara Pidgeot, the card that gets any card from the deck, has been eliminated from play. And as we have Bulbasaur's in hand, we have Roxanne in hand, we could do a lot of stuff. They could KO Zard, but if they KO Zard, the next Zard KOs them. Who has a better board state now? And this is actually a deck that can like have such swings in gameplay. It's kind of crazy. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm pushing out every single day. Let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways. You have no idea. I wonder what the opponent will do now. They're gonna go after our Pidgeot. What? They can KO it with the Radiant Zard where we have balls in hand, so it's actually kind of, that could have been a kind of crazy play. Yeah, I avoided that. They had the maximum belt as well, so not playing the Prime Catcher. Here's the Radiant Zard. They're gonna KO it with that, forcing us to find Boss's orders, which we have in hand. Switching to Radiant Zard. That was actually a very great play. If I didn't get the boss from the prizes, I would need to like Roxanne, and then I would have been able to still lose. Yeah, that was actually the best prize card I could imagine. So there's that. So Radiant Zard now appears. I could even knock out a fully fledged Zard here, but it's kind of crazy. Boss, we had the Bibarel as well, by the way. So yeah, 360 damage output of the Zard. And that's how Charizard wins 3 games today. Also, be sure to check out our sponsors for today's video. They help make what the channel is today. So be sure to check them out over here. There's dragonshield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use the coupon ZABLUES5 to get 5% off. There's yourplaymat.com to create your own unique custom playmat. Link down below to create that fantastic playmat you've always dreamed of. Potenstar.com for your TCG Live code card needs. Use the coupon ZABLUESTCG for 5% off. And cardmarket.com for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Charizard is broken and OP. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG action. Peace.